I know that some of you black men out there that want to date out, and for some of you black men that prefer not to, how should I say the word, date out, it is very much understandable. But to understand this, that you must understand that you do have the power to create your own legacy. And this by controlling your dick. Now, before I get off topic here, I've heard rumors about not only Facebook but also YouTube and how they're trying to censor content that they're trying to stop freedom of speech. Hardcore Tito, shout outs to him who shed light about this. And also Sean James who shed light on this subject as well. So we'll see what happens with YouTube. And who knows, I may not make any more videos about this, but if YouTube is planning on, censoring messages for freedom of speech, then that tells me right there that, hey, YouTube's gonna have a problem. But we all know that they're doing it that Google's basically doing that for corporate reasons, and we all know what corporate reasons means. That corporate kills. The dreams die. The entrepreneurship is gone. Now back to the subject of some of you men that prefer to date out. If you plan on dating out, you probably want to make sure that the 6 things that you look for in a woman. Number 1, she has to be docile. 2, she's going to have to be submissive. 3, obedient. 4, a good personality. 5, respectable, meaning she has to respect herself and she has to respect others around her. But mainly, she has to respect you. And last and not least, she's going to have to be emotionally available, meaning that she cannot be thinking about other men. She has to be emotionally available to you guys. Now, there are some red flags that you have to understand. And like I said, if you plan on dating out with these other women, you have to remember these white women are no better than these black women. Because they can be just as ratchet and fucked up as this North American bimbo. And 9 times out of 10, that this is why these white guys are going MGTOW themselves, because they're starting to realize in terms of why go through playing the silly ass games to take them out on dates, to get to know them, to, mate with them, when you know that half these girls are going out there, they've already been having sex like you wouldn't believe. And like I said, there are 3 types of hoes out here today. You got your active, which is, this woman will jump from dick to dick. She can be married or flat out, she can be going out on multiple dates and stuff. So this woman has been jumping from one dick to the other. And then second, you got the ones with hoe tendencies, meaning she can wear skimpy outfits and she can do little things like flirt with you, but she has hoe tendencies. Now your active one is the main one, and I'm going back to the first one, is the fact that she can be married, but obviously she can get your ass pregnant. She can get you up in Schitt's Creek. And third and not least, the woman who has the track record, meaning this girl could have 1 to maybe multiple kids, but even though that she may not have any kids, that vagina has been stretched. So you gotta understand this. And a matter of fact, with some of these Instagram women, I believe that they've already hoed out. And that's just reality. And especially some of these pickup artists like Kensington Noble. This woman's been whored out more than anything. I mean, let's face it. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you see these women walking around with skimpy clothes, showing their breasts and everything, wearing halter tops and stuff. And you would think that, they would have respect about themselves, but in reality, they really don't. So, if you think that these white women are better, you might want to think again. But it goes back to the 6 things that I've said. She's got to be docile. She has to be submissive. She has to be obedient. She has to have a good personality. She has to be respectable. And she has to be emotionally available. Like I said, if she's none of those things to you guys, then you need to leave that woman alone. And there's obviously a couple red flags. And like I said, I know some of you guys are not going to abide by it, and it's understandable. Probably not even me at times. But that's probably the solutions I can probably give you at this point in time. Because as a man, you have to think logically. And I'll tell you some warning things with social media. If this girl's got a lot of Instagram followers, you might not want to deal with this woman. I'm sorry. And especially if this woman is on Facebook, and if she belongs to a certain group, you probably don't want to deal with her either. And shout outs to Hardcore Tito. I hope that brother's channel doesn't get shut down. Shout outs to you, brother. And she's probably belonged to, and Tito touched on this, that this woman could be on some group. You know what I'm saying? Some Facebook group, or whatever. But definitely the Instagram and probably her phone, because she probably got more simps than you think of. And the sad thing about it is these simps have no standards whatsoever. And then definitely these Instagram models, because some of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if some of them be flying over the country to either Brunei or to these wealthy men that sit there and have sex with these women. Matter of fact, the guy, the billionaire I just subscribed to, he talked about this, how this woman was getting paid to have sex with these women. And some of these wealthy men, they do this shit, man. And think about it, man, for a second. I mean, as your boyfriend, if this girl's got expensive bills, credit card debt or anything, what do you think these women are going to try to do? They're going to try everything. They're going to try, even means selling their body to pay off credit card debts. And shout outs to Midtown 101 if they hears me. And he talked about how these women were flying out to Brunei and they were dealing with these men that were paying them this kind of money. And what do you think they're doing out there? They're probably like what? Having sex with them, vomiting on them, taking crap on them, putting cum in their face. Think about it, man, for a second. As you can see, I probably have a little bruise. Nah. Let's see, I probably have a little bruise right here. No, it doesn't matter. I'll have to check that out. But anyway, and that's what they do in Brunei. I remember there was an episode of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and this girl Hazel, she obviously broke her nose when she was out in Brunei. Now think about this. Why would a girl like that go to Brunei? And obviously, to me, if you look at the episodes on this season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, she's not even on that season. I bet those men had a little talk with her and say, listen, honey, we don't want you to be on that reality show. We'll pay you the money that you want. But you got to do the things that we want you to do. And you know what that means? The degrading sex that happens. Think about it. I don't care how fine and how gorgeous these women really are. The more gorgeous they are, the more insecure they are. the more fat they are, the more insecure they really are. Because it's just what it comes down to. You gotta watch out for these Instagram women as well. Even these women that look attractive. Think about it. These women are screwing somebody. And trust me, she ain't no goddamn virgin. You know, you got stuff like the Dancing Bear, a porn site that's out right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if these women are doing porn on video camera or in private. But the majority of these Western women, and especially these Caucasians, Asians, and all the rest of them. So if you plan on dating out, you might want to, think about it as well. And I'm not saying you should not get involved with a woman, but think about it, man, for a second. I mean, and even if you have to go out of the country to find a companionship, I get it. Because most of these North American women have been whored out so much, it's not going. Even though the other countries of women have been whored out, the problem with the North American bimbo here, whether it be white, Asian, Chinese, whatever other ethnic groups, and they've been in the States for too long, the problem with them is that hypergamy. And like I said, these white women are no better. They really ain't. Neither the Asians, neither the other ethnic group of women have been Americanized because they've been taught this hypergamy. Bottom line, sure they want resources, sure they want money. So I would probably say for myself, don't get me wrong, I'll probably have my share of pussy just like every other man on the planet. And I'll say this, if you have to date out and get the fuck out, then so be it. Because we already know what these North American Negro women are. There's no hope and change for them. But with these Caucasian women, these Asian women, these Latin women, and all the other ethnics of these women as well, you might want to be careful as well. And like I said, don't go by their words, go by their actions. And I'm going to say this one more again. She has to be docile. She has to be submissive, obedient, good personality, respectable, and last and not least, and the most main important thing of all, she has to be emotionally available. She ain't none of these things, don't waste your time. And like I said, most of these North American women, they're nothing more than flat out zombies. Hypergamous zombies. That's what these North American women have become. So don't be surprised if you see her in a Dancing Bear, or she's probably doing something degrading over country or somewhere in private. Think about it. Yeah, they love, like I said, just because she's single, that doesn't mean she's having sex with somebody. She's screwing somebody. It may not be your ass, but trust me, it'd be some lame duck out there. And Tito has touched on this, man, many times. This is probably why your American woman is nasty as hell. So like I said, good luck to you brothers out there. And like I said, man, when you're dealing with these Northwestern women, and some of them are escorts as well, man. They're just not gonna put it out there that much. Some of them are more discreet about it. Yes, we see some of these young girls that get kidnapped and being forced into, prostitution. We get it. Don't think that these women are out there prostituting themselves, because that's what they really are. So if you plan on dating out, take that heed to advice. I may not follow it myself all the time, but hey, I think for myself, I've done probably pretty well to this point. And like I said before, maybe the less pussy I have, the better. I'm probably better off. And I'm glad that some of the women that dissed me, I'm kind of glad they dissed me to the point to where I don't have to deal with the headaches. I don't have to deal with that nonsense. And plus, especially when you get addicted to that pussy. Because, like I said, it's powerful, but it's all up here at the end of the day. So with that, this is Carl Mitchell signing off.